Lovely and warm welcome to Hope News. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. Government steps up fight against cholera. Zambia commemorates Hearing Day. TIZ concerned over failure to read 2023 CDF audit report. And in some religious news, Adventist churches in Zambia celebrate International Women's Day of Prayer. Details of these stories plus more coming up shortly. Just stay with us.
Did you know that you've got the right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road, PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589 or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm. IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bright Sinkozi with the details. Sharon Akufuna is our sign language caster. Government has reaffirmed its commitment to combating the cholera outbreak that has claimed at least 9 lives out of 301 affected people cumulatively. Minister of Health, Dr. Elijah Muchima, speaking at a press briefing today, said government is working tirelessly to contain the outbreak, which has been reported in several parts of the country. Meanwhile, Dr. Muchima has disclosed that the Kanyama Rapid Response Team recently received 2 female patients aged 54 and 32 from Kanyama West Health Facility who presented with symptoms suggestive of cholera. According to reports, the minister said both patients had attended a funeral of a male individual who had died at home from an unknown cause, exhibiting similar symptoms. He said the patients were treated at the Kanyama Cholera Treatment Center and discharged on February 28th. Dr. Muchima said further investigations revealed that a 9-year-old girl from the same household had also died from similar symptoms and test results are pending. The minister said in the past 24 hours, 1 new case was recorded in Chista. Said despite the recent Nchwala ceremony in Chipata of Eastern Province, which attracted over 200,000 people, no new cases have been reported. Chlorine and other supplies to cholera treatment centers. He also disclosed that oral rehydration points, or RPs, are being set up in affected communities to provide life-saving rehydration services. The minister added that successive vaccination campaigns have been conducted in Nakonde, Chirilabombwe and Kitwe with a total of 671,100 doses administered. Dr. Muchima urged citizens to prioritize clean water and good hygiene practices, emphasizing that individual actions are crucial in containing the outbreak. He encouraged everyone to consume clean water, practice frequent hand washing, and seek immediate medical attention when experiencing symptoms. In other health news, today Zambia joined the rest of the world in commemorating Hearing Day. This day was first observed by the World Health Organization, WHO, in 2016, a global initiative to raise awareness, to disseminate information and encourage actions aimed at preventing hearing loss and enhancing hearing care. In gracing the event, Ministry of Health Minister Elijah Muchima, represented by his Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Dr. Kennedy Lishimpi, said that World Hearing Day reaffirms the commitment to raising awareness, promoting preventive actions, and ensuring equitable access to high-quality hearing care for all citizens. Dr. Mchima said 6 audiology referral centers with advanced hearing screening technology have been established at Livingstone Teaching Hospital, Kabwe Central Hospitals, Choma Central General Hospital, Request Muntanga District Health Hospital in Kalomo, as well as Kapiri Urban Clinic and Mwach Sompola Hospital. Bait Cure Executive Director Frida Piri says the hospital has dedicated to providing hearing care to children despite of their social status. This year's day was celebrated under the theme Changing Mindsets, Empower Yourself to Make Ear and Hearing Care a Reality for All. Mebo Chitimbiti has more in this report.
Hearing is a vital sense that helps connect with the world. 3rd March marks the World Hearing Day, a global event aimed at raising awareness about hearing loss and promoting ear and hearing loss. Speaking at the event, Minister of Health Dr. Elijah Mchima, who was represented by his Permanent Secretary Mr. Kennedy Lishimpi, has said the government has established 6 centers with advanced hearing screening at Livingstone Teaching Hospital, Kabwe Central Hospital, Choma Central Hospital, Kabwe Central Hospital, Request Muntanga District Hospital in Kalomo, Kapiri Urban Clinic, and Mwach Sompola Hospital.
It is with great joy that I stand here today to officiate at 2 very important events: the commemoration of the 2025 World Hearing Day and the official inauguration of the integration of people-centered ear and hearing care project in Zambia. The inauguration of this important project has strategically been aligned with the commemoration of this year's World Hearing Day that is held on the 3rd of March of each year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is undeniable that hearing is one of the vital senses in our existence, as it involves interaction and communication. It is for this reason that government places great importance on ear and hearing services as a key determinant of health. The World Hearing Day was first observed by the World Health Organization in 2016 as a global initiative to raise awareness, disseminate information, and encourage actions aimed at preventing hearing loss and enhancing hearing care. Recognizing its significance, my ministry regards this day as an invaluable opportunity to emphasize the urgent need for improved hearing services. In recognition of this important cause, we affirm our dedication to the theme, Changing Mindsets, Empower Yourself to Make Ear and Hearing Care a Reality for All. This theme calls for behavioral change that many cases of hearing loss are preventable through the adoption of self-listening habits and good hearing care practices. By taking proactive steps, such as reducing exposure to loud noise, using hearing protection, and seeking regular ear checkups, we can safeguard our hearing health. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, according to the World Health Organization, over 1 billion young people face the risk of permanent hearing loss due to prolonged exposure to loud sounds during recreational pastimes.
Bait Cure Executive Director Frida Piri says their mission is to help children of all status in society.
At Bait Cure Children's Hospital, we desire to support children with hearing loss or need of hearing care, regardless of their financial background, regardless of their ethnicity, religion, or gender. Education, awareness, and access to quality care we can prevent hearing loss and provide those affected with the support they need to lead fulfilling lives. In addition, we've also provided training programs for healthcare workers and community awareness initiatives that have brought life-changing care for many children that would otherwise have no access to such care.
First Audiology in Zambia, Alfred Mwanza, says Zambia has 1 million people suffering from hearing loss. Mr. Mwamba has further urged parents that if they notice delay in speech in their children, it could be a sign of impairment.
Hearing is fundamental to all of our lives. Without hearing, that first cry from the mother's baby when she gives birth would not be audible. It's a very special moment for mothers. It is a time when you really get to connect with your child on the day of their birth. And if you think about hearing, without hearing, you are unable to learn how to speak. And if you're unable to learn how to speak, you will not be able to have the full education that you require in order for you to be the best version of yourself. Over 1.5 billion people across the world have disabling hearing impairment. Of those, over 1 million Zambians are estimated to have hearing impairment, half of whom are under the age of 18. And if you put this in perspective, 1 million of those young people out there who are unable to access ear and hearing health care means that we are going to be raising a generation of children who are already starting off on the back foot in life. And our job as professionals is to ensure that we provide them with the access to hearing health care. And in Zambia, we are leading that charge across all of Africa. Very few countries, guest of honor, can brag about the level of care that we're able to provide here in Zambia.
To prevent hearing loss, check your ears regularly, protect them from loud music, and support those with hearing loss. Mebo Chitimbiti, reporting for Hope News in Lusaka.
Thank you, Mebo, for that report. We continue with the news. The Food Security Pack FSP program has continued to make meaningful impact on communities. FSP beneficiaries in Pemba district have received agricultural equipment worth over 900,000 kwacha to promote agricultural mechanization and ultimately promote food and nutritional security. Pemba District Community Development Officer Victor Chitalu said over 1.4 million was collected from Food Security Pack beneficiaries, from which the agricultural equipment was bought.
These newly procured hammer mills represent more than just machinery. They symbolize progress, self-reliance, and economic transformation. With a total investment of over 900,000 kwacha, sourced from the recovered funds under the Food Security Pack program, the Department of Community Development in Pemba has partnered with CAMCO, a leading supplier of agricultural equipment, to deliver high-quality hammer mills that will allow communities to process their grains locally, reduce costs, and maximize profits.
The department managed to collect 1.4,032,214, from which the hammer mills have been bought from.
Today we are looking at the Food Security Pack program, whose objective is to provide better nutrition at household level and to ensure food security.
And Pemba District Commissioner Obey Hawenzu has urged beneficiaries to embrace the spirit of loan repayment.
We must embrace the spirit of paying back loans, because it is the same money which we bring back and use amongst our communities to benefit ourselves.
Meanwhile, CAMCO has emphasized that these machines are more than just equipment.
As CAMCO, we are committed to providing high-quality machinery that meets the needs of our communities. The hammer mills being handed over today are more than just machines. They represent progress and economic empowerment.
And beneficiaries are grateful to the government for this initiative. Chintunangamba, Fozanis, in Pemba District, Southern Province.
Still in agriculture news, a total of 133,454, that is 133,454 hectares of maize in Southern Province have seen a 35% infestation by 4 armyworms during the 2024-2025 farming season. Southern Province Acting Agricultural Coordinator Evans Nkoma says armyworms have affected over 155,715 households in the province. In response to this devastating report, Mr. Nkoma disclosed that government, through the Ministry of Agriculture, has provided 6,000 liters of synthetic insecticide to contain the pest. This came to light during the 5 days workshop for integrated pest management for 4 armyworms held in Choma, supported by the German Agency for Development Cooperation, GIZ Agri-Food System for Resilience Project. Lawrence Kabutu now gives us details in this report.
A total of 133,454 hectares of maize in Southern Province have seen a 35% infestation by 4 armyworms during the 2024-2025 farming season. Southern Province Acting Agriculture Coordinator Evans Nkoma says the infestation by the devastating pest on maize has been reported from 155,715 households in the province.
This season alone, a total of 133,454 hectares of maize have seen a 35% infestation by 4 armyworms.
Dr. Sally Chikuta is Assistant National for Armyworms Coordinator.
This is good. All the districts have been represented, and there's very serious participation coming in from the field. This is the 3rd year running that we are having this training.
This came to light during the 5 days workshop for integrated pest management for 4 armyworms held in Choma, supported by the German Agency for Development Cooperation, GIZ Agri-Food Systems for Resilience Project. Chief Agriculture Officer in charge of field crops, Joyce Nyangwe, had this to say.
These trainings have been going on countrywide, and we should be concluding very soon with Western Province. And the only appeal we wish to make through your office to our officers in the districts is to up their game.
Practicals for scouting of the pest and preparation of botanical pesticides using African eggplant and neem leaves to control the pest were done.
From the 20 plants, you check how many are infested and how many are not. You're supposed to do the calculations in order for you to find the infestation rate.
Reporting, Lawrence Kabutu in Choma, Southern Province.
We take a break. We'll be back.
Time is power. Our lives are powered by the sun. As the sun rises, so do we. It's time to power your life and say goodbye to blackouts with a new Topstar solar solution, the H50 hybrid system. Enjoy a safe and reliable solar solution at home or your business with the Topstar hybrid inverter, lithium battery, and 550-watt solar panels. Experience a peace of mind with reduced electricity bills, long warranty of up to 5 years with free installation. For more information, call or WhatsApp now on 0779 04 2000, 0779 04 2000, or visit our Facebook page at Topstar. Also, pay us a visit at our head office next to Arcade Shopping Mall. Topstar Solar. Power your life.
Did you know that you've got the right to complain against any radio or television broadcast? Did you also know that every radio or television station has an obligation to respond and address your complaints when aggrieved? The first step is to complain to the station not more than 3 months after the broadcast took place. It is expected that the station will respond reasonably to you, that is within 14 days. If not satisfied, then escalate your problem to the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
We're at Mass Media Complex, Ali King Carter Road, PO Box 32475, Lusaka, or call us on +260 211 250589, or visit our website at www.iba.org.zm. IBA, promoting ethical and professional broadcasting.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news. Transparency International Zambia TIZ Director Maurice Nyambe says TIZ is concerned about public officials' failure to read the 2023 Constituency Development Fund CDF audit report. Mr. Nyambe said the report reviewed significant financial irregularities and varied CDF utilization rates across Zambia's 156 constituencies. He says TIZ analyzed the tables presented in the appendix section of the report and ranked the performance of provinces and constituencies in terms of CDF utilization rates. The analysis also assessed local authorities cited for failure to recover loans, unauthorized project changes, and unaccounted for funds. TIZ has since made recommendations, including the need to halt further budget increases until proper monitoring mechanisms and institutional capacity are strengthened. Mr. Nyambe has further encouraged all stakeholders to take an interest in reading the 2023 CDF audit report and engage with the Office of the Auditor General to better understand the process followed in generating audit reports.
As a TIZ, we are very deeply concerned by the reactions of some public officials to the analysis that we conducted of the 2023 CDF auditor report. We have seen attacks on TIZ, we've seen attacks on the credibility and validity of the reported utilization rates by different local authorities. But also we've seen these attacks by members of parliament from constituencies mentioned in our analysis. Now, what all this shows us really is that members of parliament and those who are attacking the credibility of the findings and indeed of TIZ have really not taken the time to thoroughly review the Auditor General's 2023 report on the CDF program. Now, we say so because if they had taken the time to do that, they would realize, first of all, that as TIZ, we are not the ones who conducted an independent assessment or, even went round to gather data across the country. We simply utilized the findings that are mentioned in the official Auditor General's report on CDF. And I think that is important for that that to be noted. So of course we realize that there is very high public interest in the CDF program, and so we took it upon ourselves to analyze the tables that are presented in the appendix section of the Auditor General's report, and we ranked the performance of provinces and constituencies in terms of CDF utilization. So it is our mandate as a civil society organization to really bring these issues in as simple a manner or form as possible. So we'd like to encourage all stakeholders, including public officials and members of the public, to take a very keen interest in reading the 2023 CDF audit report.
Now we turn our focus to some religious news. University Seventh-day Adventist Church in Midlands East Zambia Conference's Adventist Men's Organization, AMO, have donated assorted items worth 27,000 kwacha to the Levi Mwanawasa University Teaching Hospital in Lusaka. The items, which included 6 cot beds, 5 fan heaters, 25 pediatric chairs, 50 adult chairs, and books, among others, were donated to the hospital in order to supplement government's efforts in the provision of quality health care services to citizens. It was also a fulfillment of Jesus' command to help those in need. Meanwhile, Midlands East Zambia Conference AMO President Ian Munsanje commended AMO for the good work. Receiving the donation, hospital management thanked the church for the continued support. Brent Jawala gives us details in this report.
Donation of items worth over 26,000 kwacha to Levi Mwanawasa University Teaching Hospital by Adventist Men Organization of Lusaka's University Seventh-day Adventist Church. This is in order to supplement government effort in providing quality health services to citizens and to fulfill the biblical command of helping those in need. The items, which included 6 cot beds, 5 fan heaters, 25 pediatric chairs, 50 adult chairs, and books, among others, were donated on Sunday, March 2nd, 2025.
Our main aim, our main objective is to go out there and preach the word to the community through our deeds. Like what you are seeing here today, it is part of our calling. We go out in the community, to make donations, to visit the sick, to visit the prisoners, and also to donate assorted items, those that we identify as needy items to those communities.
We are bracing ourselves this year for impact, that the Lord has brought us resources, given us an income and life as well, which we are borrowing from Him. And we thought we cannot just use this life to ourselves, but want to impact the community. And it's a call to all the churches basically around the city that let's go out and do good.
We are taking this commission by not just preaching the word, but of course also showing the kindness of God through the blessings that He has given us. So by ministering to the different needs that are there in the society. And here at Levi Mwanawasa, this is one of the areas in which we are operating, and we were compelled by the love of Christ to say we can find a way in which we can contribute to easing the burden and the pain that some of our mothers and children might be experiencing. So this is just a way of supplementing the hospital administration's effort. And also, as we pray, we don't just want to end in prayers, but we also want to make our presence and our physical support, spiritual support, felt by the members.
And the hospital management thanked the church for the gesture.
On behalf of management, I would like to thank the University SDA Church, which is the men's education, for the donations that they have given us as a hospital.
Praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him the glory. Great things He has done.
Brent Jobola, Hope News, Lusaka.
And finally, Midlands West Zambia Conference Women's Ministries Department joined women worldwide in commemorating the International Women's Day of Prayer last Sabbath. At Emersdale Seventh-day Adventist congregation, the day was deemed a resounding success by Midlands West Zambia Conference Women Ministries Director, Pastor Lina Blessings Chatambudza. Pastor Chatambudza encouraged women to take an active role in the church's mission, emphasizing the importance of unity and collective impact. And Emersdale Women's Ministries leader, Immaculata Zenzilenda Mwamba, expressed heartfelt gratitude to the church elders and pastors for their support, declaring the event a huge success. Meanwhile, in her presentation, Pastor Chatambudza highlighted the women's ministry's purpose, saying is meant for nurturing and empowering women, as well as enabling them to discover their spiritual gifts and serve within the church. She stressed that every woman should feel a sense of belonging, participating in the Great Commission and fulfilling the church's mission.
Our program was very successful. We had a very powerful Sabbath school that was conducted by our young Adventist women ministries, and we had a lesson from different women. Actually, these women, some of them were non-Adventists, who were sharing their experiences about God and about prayer and how to be confident women. And they were actually reading and teaching from the materials that we provided, which was we were hitting two birds with one stone. We were allowing them to speak and share, and at the same time ministering to them. And so the department seeks to ensure that our women are encouraged to participate in the mission of the church by discovering their spiritual gifts and also sharing their love of Christ.
Today has been a good day. We're celebrating our women. It's a church program, and we had different speakers, and we're blessed to have Pastor Lina, and she spoke and taught our congregation about the different, the benefits of being a woman of God and what the department is all about. And she labored to explain, and we enjoyed her speech, her lesson and presentation, and we had other women from different places that came to teach us. It was a power-packed afternoon, and the presentations were on point.
Well, that item brings us to the end of the news. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time. From all of us, it's God bless and bye for now.